You're watching Moms Matter at Focus TV Network. Today in the studio, I have Leanna Green, creator of Kids in the House. She's a mom and an entrepreneur, and she has a really interesting story. So I'm very excited to have you here with us in the studio today.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me.
I just, you know what, it's so nice because we have daughters that are together in high school, which is how we met, and I'm just so happy to have you here. So for our viewers who are watching who don't know about Kids in the House, what is Kids in the House?
Kids in the House is a website that can help you with any parenting problem. We have 9,000 videos from 500 top experts, and also parents who have hard-earned wisdom to share, such as losing a child to bullying, and you can search on any topic and you get a 1 to 3 minute answer. And if you like it, you can listen to all of them like a TED Talk, or if it's a topic that have different ideas like childbirth or how to get a baby to sleep. We have 6 different sleep experts, so you can listen to and say, you know what? This person feels more right to me than this person, because as we know, there's no one way to parenting.
There definitely isn't.
And just when you think you figured it out, it's all. and other kids come along with completely different problems.
Well, that's absolutely true. But what I love about Kids in the House is that you carry everything from pregnancy through university, through adult life. I mean, you cover it all.
Yes.
And there's lots of different perspectives, which is so refreshing and lovely. So for anyone watching right now, check out kidsinthehouse.com. It's awesome. And you do also post these things on your Facebook page, correct?
We do. We have a social media, but if you have a problem, go to the website, search for it, and get some help. And we also have behind the paywall long form content, such as a class that we did. What to do when you get a new baby. Instead of going somewhere to take a class, you can do it at home. You can rewind and say, "Oh my God, how was I going to give my baby a bath? Like, I can't remember."
It's so great.
Or, how do I get my baby to sleep?
No, but you're right.
We had I think 20 newborns.
Oh wow!
So that was a shoot.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, as a mother, you have 3, I have 4. Everyone watching has numerous children out there, and I think we're juggling so much that it's so nice to be able to have a format that you can kind of just put on your iPad and watch while you're actually bathing your child, which is awesome. So we're very grateful.
You can listen to it. That's a good thing too. We all want to be good parents, but what ends up happening, you buy a bunch of books and then you do the same thing.
No, that's right. That's right. So I'm very thankful, and I love that they're short, 2 to 3 minutes, and it's done. So tell me how you actually came up with this. I mean, why did you create Kids in the House? How did you create Kids in the House?
Well, I had another business that I sold, and I took some time off to be a mom, and I realized that in LA, we have so much access to so many great experts, but a lot of people don't have this access. If you live in Idaho, you don't have an expert in dyslexia, right. You don't have an expert. And so this was a way to kind of equalize parenting and, make everybody have the access to the best experts in the world.
I love that. So what's the next step now? Now that you've got how many videos?
Well, it's probably more than 9,000, but we don't want to have to redo all the
Wow.
But so the next step, we started doing live TV. So we put a bunch of experts together on one topic, and then the parents can ask questions live or in advance.
Amazing.
And
Incredible. So if I were to go on right now, and let's say I'm having an issue with my daughter, and I'm thinking, okay, the next step for her is a boyfriend, and I'm worried about, intercourse and what's going to happen. How do I have that talk with her? How would I find a video? How would I go about doing it on your site?
So you just go in and search for talking to teens about sex. And we have lots of different experts on it, actually. Wendy Walsh has some great videos, Dr. Wendy Walsh. We have the guy who did Women Are From Mars.
Right.
So we have a lot of different perspectives. And also, a big issue right now is teenagers and porn. So we have a lot of experts on that. I mean, that's a huge issue, where actually, young men, I shouldn't say young teenage boys, are getting addicted to porn and then having problems to perform later because the brain gets reprogrammed.
Right. So you're
addressing. It's a big topic.
It is a huge topic, and you're addressing it.
We're addressing it.
Incredible. You're addressing it all. I feel so thankful to have Kids in the House and to have you here. Now, tell me, as a mom, we switch gears.
Yeah.
How are you juggling all of it? I mean, you have 3 children. and you have a full-time job and you're an entrepreneur, so it's all on your own hands. What's the number one tip you could tell moms out there who are trying to juggle all of it?
Well, it's hard. I'm a single mom. I'm 100% custody. So it's, but what I would say is like, my number one rule or advice would be to really try to prioritize and try to get things done early. So if you order a gift online, you're ahead of the game, you're prepared. Well, if you have to run out and get it, then it takes up 3 hours. So whatever you can do is try to do things in advance. That's what being great. As far as being a working mom, you also have to realize that you're never going to be able to do it all. And you have to give in to that. It's not going to be perfect. I always try to say to myself, good enough. I'm doing the best I can. That's all you can do. And also sharing, the one thing as a working mom that you have is that you can share your up and downs with your kid. And sometimes I think that opens up the communication for them to share the up and downs. I have my, my situations, my problems, and it helps the communication. So use, what you have.
And do you have help? Do you have help with the kids?
I have help, but there's no way I could survive without help. Because also my age difference, so literally, the driving at night, I then have a 10-year-old at home that has to go to bed at 8:30, and then a teenager that has to be picked up at 12. So, yeah, you have to have help, and you have to have good help. And that is one thing I would say too, is try to find somebody, at least if you're a single mom, that your kids want to be with. So, for example, I have a guy that, it's a lot easier for him if I can't make Teal's game. He's at least there and he's fun to be with.
Right. Sure. Sure.
You know what I mean? So
saying to find good, competent help whose role is more of like a helper to your children and who's more educated
they want
to
to
help
be
your
with.
children.
But then you're not going to, with 3 kids in your work, I can't cover it all.
Right.
I can't. So then find a person that can cover it, that it feels a little better. Then, that makes sense?
Yeah, 100%. No, I understand that. So I know that you just went through a very hard few years going through a divorce, which I can't
Still going through it.
Still going through it.
But I managed to come to a point where I look at it differently. You have to just, say, you don't have control. So, and the universe is going to make it all work out in the end. And so being more zen about it.
Well, what's your biggest takeaway as a mother, as a working mother, going through a divorce, which can take up really a big chunk of your time every day? What's your big takeaway that you think that has made you either stronger or a better mom or maybe softer or kinder? What is it that you've taken away?
Divorce attorneys are crooks. No.
That's the big takeaway.
No. I would. Well, you know what? I wish I would have gone to other women who went through divorce and got advice before. Just about dealing with all the legal issues. I think that's that would be the takeaway. And then nothing. When you have a tough time, nothing lasts. That it will change.
Right. It's temporary.
Yeah, and it's a chance to change things, and and you have to keep talking with your kids, and keep moving forward.
And how is your family? How is everybody doing now? If you look back from 2 years ago to now, how are things going for you personally, for your business, for your children?
Well, the one thing I will say is that it's been now a while since we haven't lived together. And that has been so zen for my whole family. Now it's calm. Having 2 people live together they shouldn't be together, that's not a good thing for a family. So it's been so good for my kids and me to be able to start. There's a calm. There's no conflict. So that's made a huge impact.
That's great.
For all of us.
So you're in a much better place today.
Yes. So that is one thing to say. If somebody's in that position, that is not good for your family. I think we as women, we want to keep it together because we're scared to not be able to see our kids, and there's so many things. But it is never good to be in a situation where it's conflict.
Well, you are a very courageous woman, very smart woman. And I was so
And so are you.
really, but so happy to have you on the show today and just to share honestly what you've been through, and that, you know, women are not alone out there, and that there are so many of us who have been through so much conflict, and that you're a strong, powerful woman who's running Kids in the House, and you have your 3 children, and you've made it, and you've survived.
And in a way, the kids in the house is my, you know, anchor, and my, you know, it takes me out from thinking about the divorce. It makes me move forward.
Love it. Well, thanks again for being here with us today. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Can't wait to
Thanks
watch.
for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll have you again very soon.
Thank you.
And you saw it right here at Focus TV Network. We talked to Leanna Green from Kids in the House. And please make sure to check out kidsinthehouse.com for great parenting advice on everything from pregnancy to your college years. And we'll see you all next time right here at Focus TV Network.